On this episode, with Royce starting school, the nostalgia kicks in and we reminisce about our experiences in elementary school. We talk about our favorite lunches, special classes, and peeing with our pants down. Also, complex drive-thru orders bring up stories from working fast food, and we rant about football and pumpkin spice lattes. Here we go.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Domesticated, where marriage meets comedy. I'm your host, Corey, here with my beautiful wife, Laura.
Hey.
And we are coming live from our chilly old basement. Laura's looking across. She's got a blanket slung over her. She's looking very helpless and sad and
like
cold.
Like a homeless person.
Yeah, like a homeless person. She's going to start a barrel fire down here anytime.
Mm-hmm.
So we are in full school mode around here.
Yeah, Royce is officially a kindergartner. We have a kid in real school now.
Yeah, it's bittersweet seeing him grow up. It's his first day was sad.
Yeah, it was sad. It's his first time he went to preschool, but it wasn't all day. It was a couple hours a day. They didn't do lunch and recess and the whole
Everything.
7-hour day.
Yeah, it's all day, and it just, I don't know, it's sad. He's so big. You see him, you're worried about him making friends or whatever, you know. But he's off. Laura's packing his little lunch box. And
so cute.
Yeah. His first day, they phased the kids in. So we had to go a certain day, and just the kids he sat by went.
Yeah, 6 kids that were at his table in the classroom, they all went on the same day. So he only went one day the first week. But we took him in, and he was really excited, not nervous at all, and just, hung his little backpack up on his hook and his coat and everything. And then he sat down at his table and looked around and gave us this tearful, scared to death look. And
we're like, oh, no, because he's a bit sensitive.
Yeah, he's sensitive, but he had been doing so well, and we were, not expecting him to get upset. And he just looked up at us and said, I wasn't expecting this. We were like, what, buddy? And he's like, they're all girls. All the girls, everyone at his table was all girls, the whole table.
Luckily, one little boy showed up.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was going to be all girls. He was not happy about that.
He thought that we signed him up for an all-girls school and didn't tell him.
Yeah, so it took us a second to realize what was going on, because he was so excited for school, and then
that's just not something I would think he would care about, because he's never been to one that was ooh, girls are gross. No. He just thought everybody was the same, never thought anything of it. But he's finally getting to an age where
boys are cooler than girls. They like the same, they like different things now. It's not just general likability things, whatever that means. And so this year we continue our tradition of not being able to know what he does at school, because he doesn't tell us anything. You have to pull it out of him.
We interrogated him after preschool so many times last year, and we just finally gave up because he wouldn't tell us anything.
He'd just say same as always. We'd say, how was your day? He'd say same as always. Eventually we just gave up, and that was as long as he didn't say anything bad happened, we just same as always. Pretty good day.
Yeah. But it was funny because Corey picked him up from school because I was still at work. And I texted him and I said, how was Royce's first day? I can't wait to hear about it. And Corey's response was, Royce would like us to wait until we're together because he doesn't want to repeat himself.
Yeah.
And I thought that was so funny because he's 5 years old. What 5-year-old says that, first of all?
He's something else.
He really just, he knew we were both going to be bugging him.
Yeah. He didn't want to tell, but he told me some things anyways. It's so funny. Drake, he's really missing his brother. He has to go to the babysitter every day by himself. And then I pick him up, and we go pick up Royce. And every day he meets Royce at the door, and he'll say, how was it, Royce? How was it? So he has to tell a third person now. And so I guess he's just trying to streamline the whole process. We can't talk at dinner, though. That was...
Yeah, I tried to ask him at dinner what he did at school, and he got real mad.
Yeah, we're eating dinner right now, so don't ask then. I don't know, he's a very interesting kid, but he seems like he's enjoying it, and
I've been asking him, like, have you made any friends? He has one boy at his table, so him and that boy are friends. And then he has this mystery friend that he's been talking about. The only way to describe him is he has a Mario lunchbox.
Yeah.
So I sat with Mario Lunchbox Kid today.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, why don't you ask him his name? Like, he has a name, and he's like, I just can't remember it. So,
I just imagine these kids like Royce is a sucker for retro video games. He loves Sonic, and I just imagine him seeing the kid with the Mario lunchbox and the kid with the Mario lunchbox seeing his Sonic lunchbox, and them just being best friends, like, from the get-go. You like video games? I do too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he told me they talked about old video games.
Yeah.
The whole lunch time, so that's funny.
Yeah, so they're friends. Laura's been hooking it up in the lunch.
Yeah. I mean, really, I've been outdoing myself.
The Lunchable, though. The Lunchable was a rare treat whenever I was in school.
Mm-hmm.
It was not something my parents got. Only on field trips.
Field trips, yep, that's
maybe
it.
the first day of school. I don't know.
Yeah.
I can't remember, but it was special occasions you got a Lunchable.
Royce has had one every day.
Yeah.
Because he will only eat what he calls crunchy sandwiches, which is lunch meat, cheese, and crackers.
Yes.
So he calls those crunchy sandwiches. I could either buy all the ingredients and have to make it all up every night, or I could just buy him $1 Lunchable.
Right. Well,
I'm definitely losing money.
Yeah, we're losing money. It's not so bad to make it at home, cut up some stuff. But here's the thing. We're too lazy. We decided we need to save money by going to this bulk food store to buy our lunch meat. But it's literally like a half an hour away. Not maybe 20 minutes. It's far enough away where we just don't end up going. Right. Every time we go grocery shopping, we'll go to the bulk food store and we'll get the lunch meat. We never make it out there.
We never go.
We try to trick ourselves. We think there's a pizza place we really like out there, and we're like, we'll get some pizza and this and get some. No, never happens. We're just way too lazy. We're too lazy to drive 20 minutes for the deal.
Mm-hmm.
It's ridiculous.
And then we drive that far and we save like 20 cents a pound.
We like the experience. It's kind of out.
And the quality is better of the food, I think.
Yeah, it definitely tastes better. It is a good deal, though. Every time we ring up, we're like, this is why we come here.
Yeah, all this for $20.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. You get the free samples in that store.
Mm-hmm.
The kids love it. It's a hit.
It's right up there with the Rural King with the popcorn.
Yeah.
For the kids.
For the kids' favorite things. So then we end up never getting the lunch meat anyways, so I guess Lunchables Lunchables are convenient. They're not that much money.
No.
Then the name brand on sale for school starting.
Yeah.
Holla.
Yeah, they're only $1. We usually have to get knockoff.
Yeah, the knockoffs aren't as good. You don't get as much equipment.
But I've noticed that in the name brand Lunchables,
yeah,
you get an Oreo cookie.
Yeah.
Where in the off-brand you get like a Three Musketeers. So I mean, I'd rather have the Three Musketeers.
You're right. And plus,
the kids were kind of disappointed when they saw those like off-brand Oreos.
The pizza ones don't come with the spread stick anymore.
Yeah, no spread stick.
That
And
used to be the advantage.
The pizza Lunchables don't have a cookie.
Yeah. Did you remember whenever they used to, the pizza Lunchables, I don't know this personally because I would never waste my one Lunchable on this, but they had one where it was like a treatza. So you made 2 little pizzas, and then you made a third one. You put like chocolate on it and M&Ms. It looked disgusting.
Oh, those are for the rich kids.
That's so gross. Like, I never wanted that when I was a kid. That looks disgusting. You just put chocolate syrup all over the little pizza shell thing with M&Ms and whatever not. I don't know. That's gross.
I would literally ask my mom every time we went grocery shopping, can I get a Lunchable every single time? And
yeah,
she always said no.
Yep.
Why were they're so, like, they look so good to kids.
Yeah, they're great. Did you ever have a taco one?
Ew, no.
Oh, man, I picked it out once. Worst mistake of my childhood life. It was literally like cat food. It basically was cat food in a little pouch, and it was cold, and you squeeze it on these little... It was not good.
That's so gross.
Not good at all.
Well, we got Drake the chicken nugget ones, and so it's like cold chicken nuggets, first of all.
Yeah.
And then, like, the little side container is just a big thing like ketchup.
What a ripoff.
So, like, that's your little side. You just get ketchup for your nuggets.
It's your vegetable side.
And a cookie.
Yeah.
It was the grossest thing. Like, Drake will eat anything, and he wouldn't eat it.
Yeah, that's bad if Drake won't eat it. I don't think he would eat the cat food tacos either. That's a bad look. Bad look for lunch. But there's probably a reason they don't sell them anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then I pick up Royce. I drop him off, pick him up. Just my schedule works really well with that right now because I work third shift. So, We take Drake to the babysitter. I come home, me and Royce hang out for an hour. I take him to school. I sleep, and then I wake up and I go pick him up. The pickup is a disaster. They have this thing where they have to verify that you're the right person picking up the kids, so you have a list of people that are verified.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess they were supposed to ask your name, whatever. It doesn't work like that. It's just all the parents going up and saying, hey, I'm here for Royce, or I'm here for Jenny, or whatever it is, and then they just send the kid out. There's no verification.
Right.
It takes like 15 minutes. It's so stupid.
Imagine if they verified everyone. It would take like an hour.
Oh, yeah, definitely. That's why they weren't. But at the same time, it's like, what are we getting at here?
Yeah, this is pointless.
It's such a disaster. But he seems to be liking school. I always enjoyed school when I was a kid.
Yeah, I did when I was like young, like elementary school.
Yeah, in elementary school was the stuff. I vaguely remember. We thought we'd talk about some of our kindergarten memories.
Yeah, it's like very
dig deep down into the blackness of our brains.
That's about like the first memories I have, just like not a whole lot, but
how curly was your hair?
Like Shirley Temple.
Yeah, Laura had
comparison.
The super frizzed afro. Did they call you Afro Thunder?
No, actually I was quite popular.
Oh, okay.
They called me Shirley Temple. So my favorite memory, actually this isn't like a good memory.
This is my favorite memory.
This is like one of my only memories because like I said, it's like I only have a couple that I can remember. But specifically, I always remember this story because it was kind of traumatizing. So my best friend in kindergarten, we were inseparable, attached at the hip, always played together.
What was her name?
Her name was Lexi.
Okay.
So she broke her leg in kindergarten, and I don't remember how.
Did you see it?
No, I don't know. She just came to school one day with a big cast.
Maybe you saw it and you blocked it out of your memory.
I don't know. But she was a kindergartner.
Yeah.
So apparently you can't use crutches when you're a kindergartner because that's hard.
That'd be pretty hard.
So she was in a wheelchair.
Oh.
Which was really weird. Like a little kid wheelchair. So either way, she couldn't go to recess in her wheelchair outside for some reason.
Okay.
So they asked me if I, being her best friend, would volunteer to stay inside for 3 months.
What?
And stay inside and have inside recess with her for 3 months.
Did you agree?
I did.
What a good friend.
It was the worst 3 months of my life.
I don't know. As a little kid, you probably felt like you were privileged. Like, hey, we get to be inside.
I think we kind of did feel like that.
Yeah, like you guys all have to go out there. We're going to play with cool stuff in here. You don't know about it.
Yeah, true.
Probably got on the computers and did cool stuff.
We didn't have computers.
What? We had computers in kindergarten, an electric coloring book.
So,
it was awesome.
I went to a private school in my first couple years of elementary school, and they didn't have, like, all the free money that public schools had. Like, how you got all those cool MacBooks?
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't have that.
Thanks, Steve Jobs.
Yeah. So, yeah, it was really weird, like, going to a private school and then, like, first or second grade going to public school because it was, like, I started riding the bus instantly.
Yeah. Culture shock.
High school kids.
Yeah.
And, like, the first day, this kid was telling me that it was Eminem's birthday, and I was like, why would we celebrate a candy? I don't understand. Like, I remember, like, being so baffled. No one ever even explained to me that he was a person. I found that out, like, years later. I'm like, that's what that kid on the bus was talking about. Eminem's a rapper. Okay. It was very confusing, but it was a weird transition, that's for sure.
You learn a lot on the bus when you're a kid.
I learned everything I know. I learned how to dip. I'm not kidding. It was like a couple of us in like middle school would sit on the back of shout out Alex Caldwell if you're listening to this. We put in dips on the back of the bus and got real sick and like started like about ready to puke.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it was like, you gotta try everything once.
Did you have
we just thought we were cool.
Did you have a nice bus driver or like one of those really mean ones?
I liked my bus driver.
Okay, that's cool. Yeah, I had a good one too whenever I was do you remember your bus number?
My bus number was 7.
7? Oh, that's pretty easy to remember. We were 296.
Oh, ours were all like one digit numbers.
Yeah, ours were 296. Tracy was her name. She was awesome.
Mine was Tina.
She'd remember your birthday and give you a sucker on your birthday and stuff. Like, wow, just
like
going really above
I'd get yelled at if I did like bad stuff, like switch seats.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I try to go real fast.
But
so
some
she
of the
doesn't
bus
see.
drivers, sometimes you get a sub or like have to get on a different bus for a field trip or something. Some of them were some real witches.
Well, and they would be like legendary. Like,
Yeah,
you you don't want to get on Shirley's bus.
Yeah. There was always legendary bus drivers and teachers. Like, you do not want that teacher. Like,
Yeah.
you'll be in pain.
Well, then if you're like the evil bus driver, you also see him in the cafeteria.
Yeah, that's it. They always have to double
Or the
as
lunch
lunch
lady.
ladies. Yeah. That would be a weird job.
Yeah, I mean, if I was a bus driver, I'd want to like go home and lounge in between bus
Stay away
routes.
from the kids, yeah. Then you gotta serve them food. Oh man, that would suck. I wouldn't like that. But I guess, it
Get your summers off.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Get off at 3.
But that takes a lot of patience. I can't imagine having that type of patience.
No, not
I'd
at
be
all.
like the trenchable.
The trenchable?
Trenchable?
It's not that many syllables.
What is it?
The trench bowl.
Trenchable. Matilda.
Okay.
That was a Matilda reference.
Just watch your syllables there.
Trenchable.
It's not lunchable.
The trenchable.
Oh, God.
So you gotta go in the chokey.
Yeah, I know about
The chokey.
trenchable.
Yeah, that movie always freaked me out.
That was
sure.
that was a movie that my mom, who hated witchcraft, like let me watch for like 2 years and then realized that there was witchcraft.
Wait
and then
a second.
She let me watch it for a couple years and then noticed, oh, there's some witchcraft.
Yeah.
And then she banned it.
I like how
After I already watched it.
I love how that's what stuck out to her. Not the fact that there's a psychopath school principal that beats kids up.
No, it's the witchcraft.
Yeah.
She can move stuff with her mind.
It's kind of frightening as a kid. It's a very scary movie, but the magic is the good part because
Yeah,
it
she's a
defends
good
her.
witch.
Yeah, like she's your mom's like, that Matilda, she's evil. Trenchable, I like her. She's got the right idea. Make that kid eat his cake.
That's funny.
That's so funny. You mentioned your friend breaking her leg. I was like, that reminds me of kids in school in elementary. They'd show up with the broken arm, and they'd always have like a brightly colored cast. And
Oh yeah, I was so jealous.
yeah, stupid things when you're a kid that you want to be like just because.
Oh, that would be like so mad that my friend had a cast and everybody got to sign it.
So stupid as a kid. You don't even realize how bad it would hurt.
Like, that's painful
and annoying it would
itchy
be.
and
Like,
smelly.
it's not worth dealing with that all day, every day, just so somebody can.
Some attention.
You think you're cool for 10
Yeah.
seconds, but then like not everybody was allowed to sign the cast.
Yeah, and then you get like hurt feelings.
Yeah, but I would always try to just sign really, really big and just make them mad.
I hated those kids. They took up all the room. They did that in the yearbooks too.
Oh yeah, the yearbook signing. You have like all these T-shirts you signed, and
We did that like in middle school.
Yeah,
we'd
did
all
that.
wear like a white T-shirt the last day and everybody
well, I
sign
guess
it.
we did that. We did do that too. That is so stupid. Like, I'm gonna wear this signed T-shirt everywhere. It's super weird. My favorite memory, well, not my favorite memory, but the one that sticks out in my head from kindergarten is this pumpkin patch we went to. So obviously towards the beginning of kindergarten, because it was in the fall, and we went to this pumpkin patch, and there was a corn maze, and me and Alec, my best friend, met him in kindergarten, BFFs for life, shout out to Alec, but we got lost in the corn maze, and it was kind of like a frightening feeling, but we made it out or whatever, and somehow we made it on the wrong bus on our way home. Our teacher literally told us to get on the wrong bus because it was an all-day trip, and usually the buses were different for us because we were in the morning class, and because the classes were split back then, they weren't like they are now, it's all day, and so the buses were different. We ended up on like 6 different buses. At one point there was a bunch. I remember we were at the middle school. We got on this bus with all these high schoolers, and I just remember one high schooler saying, "Hey, quit cussing, there's little kids on here." And like, we were just so scared, and we had pumpkins from the pumpkin patch, so it was me, Alec, and our other friend who lived close to us, and they kept telling us to get on other buses, and we had these big pumpkins because we picked out giant pumpkins, and we had to put them in the trash can and on the bus, and eventually we ended up back at the bus garage, and some guy drove us to our houses in his truck.
Wow, that would not fly these days.
A wild move. We didn't know. We were just so confused. Luckily, we knew our addresses.
Yeah.
Because
luckily you lived beside each other.
Yeah, I mean, if not, we could have been like, what would they have done? But like, could you imagine if that happened nowadays? Like, people would be on Facebook about the school. Oh my goodness, you'd be going viral.
There'd be a lawsuit.
Oh yeah. It's insane. But my parents, I feel like I showed up at home and they were just like, "Where are you at? Where were you?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, "You don't understand." Like,
it was an adventure.
Yeah, I literally, but luckily I had my best friends with there. So if I was going to get kidnapped, at least have some pals to hang out with. That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's a positive.
And one time there's always that kid in school who has the accident. And one time it was kind of me.
Oh, yeah, it was Frank at our school. Frank peed his pants.
I didn't pee my pants. I went to the bathroom. I wasn't completely done, and I dribbled a little bit on myself.
Classic 5-year-old move.
And so I embarrassingly told my teacher, and I had to go to the office and get a different pair of pants to wear. They gave me one
sweatpants.
Oh no, it was from Lost and Found.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was disgusting. I don't know what was going on with that pile of clothes I had to pick out of. It was embarrassing.
See, they used to have a sweatshirt and sweatpants you could wear from the office. the school bought them for that.
Oh, yeah, we just got something out of the Lost and Found. Yeah, pretty disgusting. So that was an embarrassing day for me because I didn't really, I had the right idea, just, must have been in a hurry or something and dribbled a little bit. It. And, it's funny because it reminds me of when I used to pee. Before school, I didn't think about it. I would just pull my pants to my ankles, underwear and all, and just pee.
Okay.
Until, people would come in and I would just be standing there, my ass is hanging out. And until one time, some kid came in and made fun of me. It might have been Alec, but somebody made fun of me, and I didn't know. It was just I was just
funny.
A kindergartner. And I was
we should tell Royce because I think he does that.
We probably should. Didn't even think about that. I should be looking out for him.
Yeah, he pulls his down all the way.
Yeah, because last year in preschool they had a single bathroom, so he probably didn't have that problem. But yeah, so we should probably tell him. I remember just being so confused, trying to figure out then. Next time to go pee, how am I going to do this here without peeing on myself? Probably why I peed on myself. Actually, this is all coming together right here. But, that happens. You live and you learn when you're a little kid.
It's crazy how, stuff like that sticks with you, though. I feel in my head, I'm Royce isn't going to, he's not going to remember stuff. He's not going to get embarrassed.
Yeah.
He's too young. But he'll remember if something embarrassing happens.
And certain things you remember, that's the scariest part about parenting for me now. It's it counts.
I can remember it now.
We're both oh, okay, so at any point we could cause severe trauma or happiness
PTSD.
or we're working on therapist problems right now, so let's just try and keep it rolling. But it's just it's so funny, little things like that when you're a kid you don't even think about because you're just so used to being at home, so then adjusting. That's what makes me so sad about Royce. He's spending so much time away from us now, which he has been at the babysitter, but this is different. I feel he has things influencing him.
Mm-hmm. We can't control everything anymore.
Bullies, what if he gets bullied? That makes me so sad.
Yeah, we're gonna have to, everybody gets bullied at one point, and it's only gonna get worse. I feel it gets worse as you get in 6th, 7th grade. Middle school is the worst.
Yeah, it just sucks because little kids are they have the potential just to be so pure at heart, so sad. All it takes is one or two just bad ones, and then next thing you know, you got gangs.
Gangs
the
of
Bloods
kids.
and
the Crips.
Yep. That's how it happens.
So let's talk about some of our favorite memories from elementary school. What was your favorite? They always called it specials.
Yeah, that's what they called it. Mine.
Favorite special class. So the extra classes.
Mm-hmm. Once a week.
Music, gym, art. What else was there?
Library.
We had computer class.
Computer class.
Yeah.
Library.
So what was your favorite?
Gym, definitely.
Gym?
I love gym. It was just fun with the boys. It's an extra recess, basically. They get out the big parachute. You fucking do parachute games.
Yeah.
The scooters. Scooter day. Did you have scooter day?
Oh, yeah. That was
Get
the
the scooters out. I don't know why those were so fun, but they were a great time.
They were.
The only thing I hated about gym was we'd have to do the physical performance test.
In elementary school?
3rd and 4th grade, I remember, and you had to pass it. To pass, it was a thing.
Wow.
It wasn't hard by any means, but it was something it was difficult enough where you had to do pull-ups and stuff. I couldn't do pull-ups.
Pull-ups?
Yeah, it was just a test to see how strong you were. Yeah, I couldn't do it. I couldn't climb the rope.
No, we never had a rope. This isn't the 70s.
Oh, we had a rope, and I couldn't climb it. I was sucked. I had no upper body strength. I was all gut.
I feel elementary school, I loved gym class. We do the double jumping, the jump ropes,
that
and
was fun.
like you said, the parachute. That was the best. But then as you got older, when you started having to dress for gym, that's when it went south for me. Middle school, when you had to start bringing clothes for gym, and we were all
what's BO?
Getting awkward.
Yeah, BO.
There's
made it bad.
puberty.
Yeah.
And I already felt self-conscious. I didn't know how to put makeup on, so like
Yeah.
I sweat the makeup I put on. It's just awkward.
But when you're a little kid, it's
sweet. It's
the
fun.
parachute.
Yeah, they do fun.
Did you guys
stuff.
have the parachute?
Oh yeah, we had that.
You put the tennis balls
Did you
on
have
it?
the planetarium set up in your gym?
No, we never had a planetarium.
Oh yeah, it was like they came and set up this like big blow up, like you
What?
crawled in it, and it was like
No,
the
they
planets.
did have that. I always missed all the cool stuff. I would never miss school except for we'd have something cool like blow ups in the gym day or like something like that. I don't know why.
I feel like you missed a lot of school.
I did not. I'd play hooky sometimes.
So my favorite class, special class, was definitely art class. I'm not artsy at all.
Yeah.
So I don't know why that was my favorite, but I just I love it.
It was always fun if you got to like paint or something.
Right. And like I always had really good art teachers, and that helps.
Yeah, you're right. I liked art class. I just don't have a steady hand. It was very hard for me to try and make anything look decent. I remember I did get and then some of the best pictures from the grade would get displayed in the hallway.
Yeah.
I made mine up there once. I was super proud of myself. I drew a shoe.
Oh yeah, I've seen this friggin' picture. That's how proud he is of it.
I drew a shoe.
He still has it, I think.
Do I?
You had it hanging up once at our old place.
I think you're thinking of something else.
No,
you're thinking
a colorful shoe.
No, you're thinking of something completely different.
We'll talk about this later. I'm gonna find
it. No, she has no clue what she's talking about.
So, what was your favorite lunch to get on the tray?
My favorite lunch was obviously the OG was back in the day, the square pizzas.
Square pizzas are so
good.
But
I got over those because I think I got sick eating them once or something like that. The quality went downhill. Regardless, my favorite all time is turkey gravy mashed potatoes. I loved it. I don't know what the heck they put in that. Oh, dude, that turkey gravy was so good. I wish I could have a big can of that. I would eat it every single day.
That is disgusting.
I've honestly thought about just going to school trying to order some.
Scoop full of mashed potatoes.
It probably comes in a big can. It's produced like I probably don't even want to know where.
That's so gross.
I loved it. It was so freaking good. I don't know why. I loved it. I get extra. Go to town.
I never got extra because I always felt insecure about that. But my favorite thing was Bosco sticks.
We didn't have those.
What?
Swear.
You've never had them?
No.
Where can we get these?
I know. Well, I've had them, but not at school.
Oh. Okay.
I had them like at a like a football game or something.
Oh.
I don't know.
They're so good. I would get extra of that.
They're just like cheesy breadsticks, right?
Yeah, and you dip them in sauce.
Okay, yeah. We had pizza logs.
Not the same.
Yeah, not the same.
Yeah, well, they had Bosco sticks on the menu. They didn't call them that, but that's what it was at Royce's school today, and I was just wanting to live through him and get him, but he would never eat that.
Should have had him get a tray, too, and put him in his lunchbox.
Just bring him home for Mom.
I have him scoop mashed potatoes into his lunchbox.
He'll just put it in the little zipper pouch.
He'll just like send him with Tupperware for me. Like, there you go, Royce. Please order extra of those. Did you guys have a la carte by the time you got to high school?
High school, yeah.
We were supposed to, and by the time we got there, they got rid of it, and it pissed me off. It was like literally the year before us they got rid of it.
They got rid of it my sophomore year, so we only had it 2 years. Like,
That's
you
all
could
I
get French fries
Yeah.
or pizza. Yeah, they got rid of that my sophomore year.
It made me so mad. That's all I wanted. But I got free lunches.
Why did they get rid of it?
I don't know. Probably just because it was a hassle for the bus drivers to cook.
Jeez, bus drivers.
Bus driver cook lunch ladies.
Linda.
No, I actually always liked the lunch lady guys.
They're not guys.
That's not what I meant.
What?
Never mind. I always liked them. They gave me free food.
Okay.
Me and Laura, I went to go get us some Taco Bell the other day, and it's just something that happens every single time I go because it's always first off, let's go get some food. Okay, who's going? We act like it's so far away. It's literally minutes away from our house. We're so lazy. But I had to go out anyways, so I'm like, fine, I'll get it. Going to Taco Bell. Laura, this is what we do. We say, I'll send you the order.
We
always
text
look it up
each other
online.
the
We text
order.
each other the order so you can't mess it up. I usually try to keep it fairly simple. Laura comes like with the most extreme circumstances that her order needs to be done.
I don't think so. I'll tell you guys my order, and you let me know if you think it's ridiculous.
Okay, go ahead.
It was the $5 chalupa box, but I wanted to substitute a soft taco instead of a hard. Not difficult. I wanted to substitute the cinnamon twists, I would rather have the nachos. It's a 50 cents extra.
Okay.
But I'll pay it.
Okay.
So substitute that. Also, no beans on the burrito because that's gross.
Uh-huh.
And I left this one out, but I usually would get
Spicy ranch instead of sour
cream on the chalupa. But I didn't even make you do that part because I thought that would be a little much.
With a diet drink.
The Diet Coke. I mean...
That's a lot of stipulations.
Every single item was substituted something.
It never fails that I mess something up.
Oh, yeah. He always screws up.
So this time I messed up. I got her the crunchy.
Yeah, he got me the crunchy taco.
Instead of the soft.
Those are so gross from there.
She had the nerve.
They're like corn.
She had the audacity to come at me saying I did it on purpose because I was too embarrassed to add another substitution in on her order.
I think you were.
It was not the case.
Just read
I
it
just got
word
lost
for
in the
word.
text. Well, it's hard whenever sometimes they say go ahead. Sometimes you don't know if they're caught up or not.
Yeah.
It's not showing up on the screen. You don't want to talk too fast.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to be very considerate whenever I'm in the drive-thru.
You know, though, like, they used to, in those $5 boxes that always came with nachos.
Yeah.
And they recently changed it to the cinnamon twist.
Mm-hmm.
Because nobody likes the cinnamon twist. They're, like, that is not something that anybody wants.
They're
so
good.
they're going to pay 50 cents to upgrade it to nachos.
Yeah, you're right.
So now my box costs $5.50.
Yeah. The cinnamon twists are good. They're a nice treat. But I wouldn't just sit and eat. I wouldn't order them.
I would eat, like, one and be done.
Yeah. I like them.
Now there's cinnamon bites.
No, the twists are better.
Corey,
Let us know
serious?
what you think. Cinnamon bites or twists.
Cinnamon
I'm on team
bites?
twist. They're like churros.
They're like heaven in my mouth.
I don't like. They're too sweet. They're over the top.
Drink
I don't
a
like
black
them at
coffee with it.
Yeah, just Taco Bell. Give me some of those black coffee and.
They do
cinnamon
have black
twists.
coffee, and it tastes
I don't like their
it tastes like
breakfast.
Jamaica.
I don't like their breakfast. I don't want to get into it. It's over. I don't like it.
What?
I already.
They have the best breakfast burritos I've ever had.
Nope. McDonald's breakfast is still number one.
What a joke.
Burger King's pretty good too. They got
joke.
the Chris sandwiches. Chris sandwich.
Those are not good.
So you like the soft taco. I like the crunchy.
Mm-hmm.
Soft just doesn't do it for me. I don't like the way they fold theirs and like steam press them. I don't know what they do with them.
The crunchy
It's
tacos
weird.
are corn tortillas.
Delicious.
And they're gross.
They're so good. I like the corn. I don't like the corn soft taco shells. Sometimes they give me those at the Mexican restaurant. That's disgusting.
Yeah. Corey gets on me because, like, he's like, you know, we've both worked at McDonald's. We know what it's like when people get crazy with their orders and how annoying it is. And I don't feel that way because when I worked at McDonald's, I was like, they said sub this, add this, do this. I'm fast. I'm like,
yeah, but I was in the grill making that. Like, I was in the grill, like, dealing with, like, trying to make all the sandwiches. And then when you get an order with 17 sandwiches and every single one of them is different, it gets a little bit confusing. And like...
Put the sticker on it.
Well, yeah, you put the sticker, but you want to just... Is it easier to, A, make 10 cheeseburgers in a row the same, or B, make 10 cheeseburgers with different stuff on them? B is harder. I'd rather just make the cheeseburgers down the line all at once.
I have it my way.
You can, but at the same time, that doesn't mean you have to all the time. People would come in, it would just, like, make us really mad. Because it would always happen when we're busy. Mm-hmm. And people would always try to trick the system by putting mac sauce on big doubles. Like, instead of paying full price for a Big Mac. Cheapskates. They'd always just do weird stuff. So... It used to make me and my buddy mad when we couldn't, like, we didn't want to mess up their food. I wasn't, like, make their sandwich sloppy type of person. That was just going to get you in trouble. I didn't, like, spit on people's food, nothing like that. It was gross. The only thing that we found, our loophole of how we could get the customer back, was if they ordered extra, there was no stipulation on how much extra we could give them. So, if you came into the drive-thru and you ordered a cheeseburger extra pickle, we would feel very liberal about the amount of pickles that we would give you on the sandwich. The sandwich would be probably 4 times the size of a normal cheeseburger because it had that many pickles on it. Mm-hmm. We would get mixed reviews. Some people would, like, call in and complain they got too many pickles, and some people would just they would love it. They would tell us all the time they love all the pickles. The thing is, you couldn't complain about ordering too much extra.
Right.
We would do it the Big Mac sauce. It get really ridiculous because people love Big Mac sauce. It's always extra Big Mac sauce. Mm-hmm. We just started going to town on them. One time, me and Alec did these 2 Big Macs. We just squirting the heck out of them. Like, he went first and put a ton, probably like half a container. I was like, okay. I got to outdo him. So I did even more. These things were so sloppy, we couldn't even flip the bun over. I mean, we should have never served them. They go out, and we're like, oh, we're definitely going to get in trouble for those. They're bringing them back. That was the only way we felt like we could get caught, is if they bring the food back. And I'm like, we're bringing those back. Didn't hear anything. I'm like, okay, whatever. I get home that night, and I'm not making this up. My dad was still up, and he said, hey, were you working in the grill tonight? I said, yeah, I was working back there. Oh, you probably made my Big Macs. I was, yeah, I probably did. He's like, I ordered them extra mac sauce. I'm like, oh no, I'm done for. He's like, I ate them on a plate. They were delicious. He loved them. He had to eat them with a fork on a plate, and he loved them.
He loved all the sauce.
Yeah, he was just loving the sauce. There was so much sauce, Laura. Like, it was insane. I could not believe. I just laughed so hard, and I could not wait to tell. Like, we completely destroyed those things, and he still loved it.
He loved it.
Yeah, in my prime, if you came through McDonald's, you ordered extra, I was going to put so much extra on there, like ruin your sandwich, basically. I was kind of an asshole, I guess. But, whatever. It was fun. We had a lot of fun working at McDonald's.
Yeah, I liked it. I mean, I didn't like it, but
I feel like looking back on it, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was.
I took it too seriously.
Yeah.
Because they make it, the management makes you feel like it's really serious, but it's not.
Yeah. I always just kind of approach it like, I'm not going to work here forever.
Right.
If I get fired, I could just probably go work at Wendy's or Taco Bell or something similar. And so I didn't really get too worked up about it. I did take it serious to a degree, but overall, I don't know. It was just
like a fun, I loved it. Like, working there in high school was fun. I just felt like it was all high school kids that worked in the evening. Like, we all just had a good time. Like,
yeah,
we were all like pissed. We'd be like missing the football games and stuff. Like, man, our parents make us work. That sucks. But we'd just be in there having a great time. Like,
try to make the most of it.
Yeah, and like, you get
the bitchy manager that would tell you to not have fun.
Yeah, but then sometimes you get the fun managers.
On our football game nights, we had $1 Big Macs.
Yeah, I remember that.
Big Macs for $1. Are you, like, seriously just complete madness?
Yeah,
complete
that's crazy.
And utter madness on $1 Big Macs. But, like, I remember just thinking, wow, I got 8 hours today, or, like, that was a long shift.
Mm-hmm.
We were working, like, 4 or 5 hour shifts, and it's just like, oh, that work forever.
Right. Oh, yeah.
Like,
I worked 4 to 7
part
sometimes.
time. It was so hard.
Yeah.
Like 32 hours in 2 weeks. Or we were like,
yeah.
Oh, man, I worked so many hours.
My checks would be like $300.
Yeah.
I'm like, man,
I really put in that work.
I worked hard this week.
But when you're in high school, you don't need a whole lot. It was an okay job. I think I wouldn't ever want to go back.
Oh, no way.
But it would just be, I don't know. Could you go back to, I feel like if I went back, I would just be like, hey, I need to be a manager.
I don't know. I would not want that.
I feel like I wouldn't be able to just go back and work regular.
I would sit there in the grill. I love it.
Shuffle around and have crappy managers tell me what to do. I couldn't do it again, actually. I don't think I would. Okay, so let's get into our rants of the week. What do you want?
Sure.
Do you want to go first?
Yeah, I'll go ahead. So my rant is about so it's fall now. You're starting to see all the
fallish.
It's actually not fall yet. It's still summer, but it's starting to get fallish, and we're seeing a lot of pumpkin stuff out. It's pumpkin spice season.
People are really jumping the gun.
It's August 28th. And people have been talking about pumpkin spice for the last 3 weeks.
And Halloween.
Yeah.
And
I mean, at least wait till like
mid-September.
Mid-September. The girls at work are talking about they get their Halloween stuff out, like decorations. I'm like, why?
People are gonna ruin it. It's like, I remember a couple years ago, all the stores kind of went overboard on Christmas, and it was October and all the Christmas stuff's out, which it probably still is like that. I remember by the time we got to Christmas, it just sucked.
Yeah.
I feel like people are doing that with fall this year.
They're burning it out, yeah.
Yeah.
So my rant is about, like, why is there have to be such, like, it's a fine line between the pumpkin spice people and the anti-pumpkin spice people? Because there's no in-between. I feel like I'm a rare person because I'm an in-between. Like, I like a pumpkin spice flavored stuff, kinda, once in a while. But I don't go nuts about it. Like, when's it coming out? Like, people that I work with are, like, waiting for the creamers to come out.
Yeah.
The blizzards, the candles. And, I'm like, oh, if that's there.
Pumpkin spice lattes.
Yeah, PSLs. I mean, I might get one, but it's not going to be like, I gotta have it.
Right.
I'm like in between, and then there's the people that hate it, and they're just like, what, they fucking pumpkin people, it's so gross.
Everybody's got to be so extreme.
Yeah, everyone's like one extreme or the other. Like, can't we all just get along?
I am a little bit in the salty category.
Yeah, you hate it.
I don't hate fall. I love it, and I don't hate all the pumpkin spice stuff. I think if you want to be basic white girl, then do your thing, boo-boo. But overall, let's just chill. Like we said, give it a couple more weeks so we can enjoy it. Because if not, we're going to be burnt out by the time the actual season gets here. And whenever the leaves are falling and it's getting a little chilly, then bust out your hoodie.
I don't want to
get your coffee.
I don't want to be drinking a pumpkin spice latte when it's 80 degrees out.
I feel like we could still drag summer out a couple more weeks. Like we have a couple more weeks.
It's 90 degrees out right now. We could be at the pool.
Yeah, it was 90 degrees out today, and everybody's like talking about hoodies and shit.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I want to get out some of my sweaters because they're so cute.
Yeah, but like, let's just like.
But I can wait.
Roll.
I can wait because then I have to wear them all winter, so I'll be ready to stop wearing them.
The reason I always hated fall was because it brings winter.
Right.
And people forget that winter sucks a lot more than it does.
Right.
So
if you live in Ohio.
Yeah, if you live in Ohio. If you live in Australia, like our friends, it's winter right now.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Damn.
Other side of the world, dog. That's really weird. So, yeah, I'm on kind of team, but I agree. People need to just, like, there's also just the bickering of, oh, I'm tired of pumpkin spice, or, oh, I love pumpkin spice. Come on, guys.
It's insane how much stuff there is now. Like, there's pumpkin-flavored everything.
Yeah. It has gotten a bit extreme. Do they have chips that are pumpkin spice?
Oh, I'm sure. You can get heroin with pumpkin spice in it. I mean, you could snort it. You could do whatever we could drop it. Drop it.
Drop it. People are doing the pumpkin spice challenge where they put a spoonful of pumpkin
pie filling
in there. Or what about I feel like the spice that goes in it, like nutmeg or something.
Oh yeah. Well, it was the cinnamon
challenge. I've done that. Have you done that?
No, but I've heard it's rough.
It's not something you want to do. Okay, so my rant is about the approaching NFL season. I am a Steelers fanatic, an NFL fantasy football addict. I love football. It gets hyped around here for the season to say. I actually get so hyped that I've slowly started to convince Laura that she likes it, which is crazy.
I'm like a fan, I guess. I don't know. I got super excited about my draft.
She made a fantasy league?
Yeah, my fantasy league I started. I got real excited about the draft.
Have you talked about that on here? Did you tell him the name and everything?
Yeah, we talked about that already. But, a league of their own is my fantasy football league, and it's so exciting to me. I'm loving it, and I can't wait to watch football.
She's the commissioner. We're a commissioner family.
I never thought I'd be waiting to watch football.
Yeah. I got my big drafts coming up this weekend. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be a good deal. But that brings me to my rant of I really wish that NFL was on Saturdays. I don't like it being on Sundays. I know part of this is because I have to go to work Sunday nights now, and it kind of ruins the fun. But also, like, Saturdays, I feel like there's always something that we have to go do on Sundays. But Saturdays seems more like a day like where there's not so much going on.
I feel the opposite. Sundays are like
I don't feel
lazy
like that
day.
at all. I feel like there's always a birthday party on Sunday, always some type of event, family get together, all kinds of junk. It's always on Sundays. That's what I think. Saturdays we're always free. College football is on Saturdays, but I feel like we could push college football back to Fridays. Need a little bit more stuff to watch on Friday nights. Like, let's just work it out that way.
Maybe you could write a letter.
I'm sure it would never happen because college football is a pretty big deal, and it's on all day. But me personally, I'd like my NFL games just a little bit earlier in the week. I don't like. You should have a day to recover between football and work. You shouldn't have to go straight from work to football.
I feel like football is recovery day.
No, football is like. Yeah, you're right.
We sit around all day.
Right.
We watch football. We eat buffalo chicken dip, and we just relax. And
it just sucks whenever your favorite team plays on like Sunday night. And then it's the night before. Even if you work in the mornings, you gotta go. You gotta go to bed late. Just how it is. If it was a Saturday night, you could have your friends over. Nobody wants to come over for a Sunday night game. Everybody's got to wake up in the morning. So I think I would just like football to be a little bit earlier.
Well, we'll see what we can do.
So contact the commissioner. Let him know that I mean business.
Okay.
But yeah, 2 weeks we're in. We're going all in. That's pretty much all we have for this episode. I wanted to take a moment real quick to acknowledge our new partnership we have with an internet radio station. Big Belly Radio has offered to play our show on their station once a week on Mondays at 9. So be sure to check them out. They have an app and also a website that you can stream on if you want to check it out. They play music and other podcasts and stuff like that. So if you're, I don't know, on a long trip or something and you need a station just to throw on so you don't have to worry about picking out something, I would definitely recommend checking them out. Big Belly Radio. And be sure to find us on social media. We are on the quest for 1,000 likes and followers on social media. Yeah, we're
really close on Facebook to getting 1,000.
So please share our posts and tell your friends about us if you enjoy our show. And we will see you guys in a couple of days.